Sanbonani, welcome to Makhelwane TV. Listen, you guys, I thought since Makhelwane TV, let me look like that Makhelwane, okay, that is about to gossip. Listen, you guys, this channel is going to be one of those channels where if I find something interesting on social media, ngizozalana to watch it with you and also just to have some fun and discuss it with you. Sometimes it'll be a little bit serious, but sometimes we'll be laughing a little bit. And today we're doing one of those stories that is a little bit serious. I've been watching this lady on social media, Umamtetwa. She's a businesswoman into that forever business. Listen, you guys, I want to join forever. It's just that angikwazi ukudayisa. Kodwa the way that people are making money on forever, nami sengifuna ukungena, okay? Ngizofunda ukudayisa, ngizofunda nje ngoba imali yona ngiyayithanda. Okay, so listen, you guys, she has been on social media telling her story about how she was in this marriage, it didn't work out, and now, you guys, she's one of those that when she got a divorce, she lost everything, and now she has been sharing how she has been able to rebuild herself. She recently bought a new car, and then we saw some of her ex-husband's friends come in and comment on her videos. They are so mad. Okay, they are so mad that she's coming back, okay? And I have seen it happen so many times, okay? I have a sister, okay, that also went through the horrible of the horribles, okay? And now that she is back on her feet, because they thought, she was done after her divorce, okay? Now that she's back on her feet, some people are mad. It happens all the time, okay? They be thinking that they are done with you. Again, you'll be rising from the ashes and then they get mad again. Okay? So let's listen to her story, you guys, because I do think that there are things to learn. I've said, you guys, in the past that I feel like when you are in an abusive relationship, it's very dangerous to stay in the relationship. But what's even said or sadder is that leaving the relationship can become even more dangerous than staying. So sometimes you don't know, like, I don't want to stay in a dangerous relationship, but living can actually become more dangerous. Now, remember this story that happened, is it in Soweto, where a girl had made the right decision. She saw the red flags in the relationship and decided, this guy is not for me, let me leave. The guy comes to her workplace, buys a knife, and then does what? Kills her. So sometimes you don't know what is the right thing to do. You go and report a case, they don't take it seriously at the police station. The guy comes back and does what? He kills you. Okay, so we are grateful that this woman is alive to tell her story, so that young women, not even younger guys, because some of us okay, can also take some lessons from this story. So let's listen to her story, okay, and take some lessons. Okay, we're not over here just listening to inganekwane zogogo lessons amazimzim. You remember, guys, okay, what was it about amazimzim? Okay. One day we'll have to ask Gogo, what was it? Why were they telling us stories about amazimzim? They should have been warning us about men, but they were busy with inganekwane zamazimzim. Anyway, you guys, let's listen to this story.
Lona-ke upart 7 wesitori somshado wami ongasebenzanga. So-ke emva kokuthi engishaye wacishwa ngikhipha umoya, ngidecide ukuthi enough is enough. Ngavuka ngaya e-magistrate court ngayokwenza i-protection order. Bamseva-ke nge-protection order amaphoyisa azange-ke aze akholwe. I-situation-ke yethu ekhaya yaba worse. Sagcina sesilala-ke in separate bedrooms. Uma-ke kuphume ilokhuzana i-protection order, kuyaba ne-court date la nizohamba khona nobingelela imantshi, nikhulume nemantshi. So yafika-ke i-court date, ifika-ke nje vele i-situation is so bad now. I-worse kahle situation endlini phakathi kwethu. Wayengasangihlukumezi-ke ngoba wayesetsheliwe ukuthi uma enza 1 no 2 kuzokwenzakala ukuthi. Then-ke ifike-ke ilanga-ke lecala la khona ezoba finalized khona indaba ye-protection order. Mayifika-ke sivuka ndawonye njalo emzini owodwa, sihambe siye enkantolo, sihamba imoto eyodwa. masifika enkantolo ke sifike sikhulume-ke nemantshi. Imantshi-ke ifike ibuze ukuthi kimina ithi angisho lezi zinto ebengiyibhalelana ukuthi ziyizo ziyiqiniso. Ngithi mina yebo ziyiqiniso. Ngisho-ke manje phambi kwakhe. So yena-ke mayesebuzwa athi kuyiqiniso okunye kwakho kwamanga. So into eyangithusa-ke eyenza ngaqhubeka ngampela ne-protection order ukuthi I know ayiqhubeke, wayesho izinto mina engingazazi, like ukuthi wayeneshow ukuthi mina ngiyamjolela nginomuntu. He even created umuntu emqondweni wakhe engijola naye. Enye into eyangithusa yangenza ngagcina ngiqhubeka ne-protection order ukuthi uBafo wayephuma ngathi emsebenzini ngoba wayesewutholile umsebenzi ebambile somewhere. Wayephuma ngathi emsebenzini engayi emsebenzini engilandele wherever I go. Lento yangithusa eseyitshela imantshi ngaleli langa lelokhuzana nge-court date yethu. Uthi-ke ngelinye ilanga wayeke engilandele ephume ngathi emsebenzini engilandele ngaya e-mall ngelinye ilanga. Uma ngifike e-mall ngifike ngipake imoto ngehle ngingene kwi-Fortuner. Mangena kwi-Fortuner kushuthi ahlale ahambe lapha wayecuthe khona engingazi ukuthi wayecuthe kephi alinde. Akushuthi bala isikhathi ukuthi ngihlala isikhathi esingakanani kule Fortuner. Uma sengehla-ke kushuthi angilandele ngize ngifike ekhaya-ke engasho lutho. Ngelinye ilanga ethi lapho engathuka khona ukuthi lo muntu ethi ngake ngahamba ngayohlangana neclient emgwaqweni thizeni. Kusho ukuthi wangilandela futhi nalapho kulo mgwaqo lo ngafika ngalinika iclient i-product ngabuye. So uyabona ukuthi lo muntu lona wayengasakwazi ukuphila impilo yakhe nje, wayesephila impilo yokulandela mina. Imantshi-ke yathi awuveze-ke mfowethu lento i-proof yokuthi umngakho is cheating on you. So he couldn't. Imantshi yathi normally if like uney'nsolo zokuthi umuntu uyakuchithela, uyahamba uyovula izinto zakhe, ama-chats and everything, u-screenshot, ushuthe ngenye ifoni, ubeke kube ubufakazi. Athena-ke no, ayikho into ephathekayo ekhona ebufakazi ukuthi I was cheating on him. So bese kodwa kube ukuthi uneshow ukuthi ngiyamchithela. Eqinise nje impela lokho ukuthi ngiyamchithela. Hayi ke imantshi-ke ibisimcela ukuthi aphume kancane. Ebese imantshi isho ukuthi sisi isihlezi sidela nama-cases like this. This is an obsession. I-obsession is dangerous. Umuntu uyabulala uma ngabe obsessed ngumuntu. Sihlezi sidela nama-cases where umuntu egcina kubulele ngampela ngoba naye umuntu emqondweni wena ojola naye noma engekho kodwa emcreate. Leyo nto ibizwa nge-obsession. Nokukulandela nje umuntu ephume ngathi emsebenzini kanti akayikhona, lokho ku-dangerous. Wathi-ke I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but izinto ey'kanjena ayipheli kahle, ayiphethi kahle. So-ke bese yambuyisa-ke ethi akangeneke. Ma ethi akangeneke aphinde ambuze futhi asho yena ukuthi uneshow kodwa ubufakazi-ke abukho abuvezayo-ke. Hhayi-ke kusho ukuthi manje-ke ibuze mina-ke njengomuntu owayenzile i-protection order ukuthi ngenze njani, ngiyaqhubeka noma ngiyayikhansela. Ngithi mina ngiyaqhubeka. Nami-ke ngangithukile ukuthi yebo umuntu ephuma ethu emsebenzini engayi emsebenzini elandele mina everywhere I go. Imagine ke le case ayisho ukuthi ngafike ngapaka emoli ngehle emotweni ngangena kwiFortuna. Leyo Fortuna kwakuyomunye usisi owayefuna ukujoin ibusiness. Mina ngikwi-business yaka forever. I've been part of the business for the longest time. Wayefuna ukujoin ibusiness lo sisi uhamba ngeFortuna and ngangihamba nabantwana ngalelo langa nonini ngabashiya emotweni ngangena kule Fortuna noma ngabe kuthiwa ngangiyisifo ke somhlaba ngangiyohamba nezingane kulobo F bam. Hayi-ke ngimtshela ukuthi mase siphuma ukuthi lo sisi lo muntu lo wayehamba ngale Fortuna usisithizeni wayefuna ukujoin ibusiness. Ngize ngimtshela ukuthi wakiphi ngisho kwakhe naye uyakwazi ubafu lo kwakhe lo sisi lo engangihlangana naye ukuthi kushuthi-ke wayebuka ngale mehlo ukuthi nje vele akangithembiki. Hayi-ke uma ngabe sesixoxa-ke endlini-ke sesibuyile ngoba sasahlala together but silala ema-bedrooms ahlukene, asho ukuthi yena ngeke akwazi ukuqhubeka nomfazi ombophayo. Kusho ukuthi ngokwakhe kwakufanele ngaleli langa ngifike i-protection order ngiyikhansele ukuthi ingabe saba in place. Ngathi mina nje never. Vele-ke ngangibona ukuthi isigcino salento ukuthi kushuthi mina ngoluza umphefumulo wami. Hayi-ke kube kubi-ke kube worse isimo-ke emva kwalokho. Ngaso leso sikhathi-ke i-financial situation yami yayingekho right. Remember, I was paying for everything. Umuzi-ke wawusuzodliwa ngoba kwase kuyikhathi ze-COVID ngingasakhoni nami ukukhokhela ibhizinisi yami ibheda. I decided ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi umuzi siwuchithe. Ngahamba ngalo lelo langa ngaya ku-estate agent ngiyolokhuza ngiyokhuluma ngiyobuza nje ngithi ayingi-advise ukuthi ngenze njani uma isimo sinje. Yathi estate agent ngingawuthengisa umuzi noma ngiwurentise. Ngabona ukuthi ukurentisa is not an option given our situation at home. Ngase ngidecide ukuthi umuzi siyawuchitha. Ngahamba ngamtshela ukuthi sengihambe ngawo estate agent kanjena umuzi ngicela ukuthi siyochitheke. Vele ukhokhelwa yimina ngoba ngasawukhokheli nami ngasakwazi ukukhokhela. Angisazi angifuni ukuthi uze udliwe siphume singenalo ngisho isenti. Walwa-ke waqala lapho-ke wahlangana nabantu bakubo-ke sebemfonela everyday-ke. Angazi kushuthi inhloso kwakuwukuthi lo muzi lona angazi noma ngingatholi lutho from wona noma kwakwenzakalani. Indlela wayesehlangene ngayo nabantu bakubo base befonelana day in and out. Ngizwe bekhuluma ukuthi umuzi awukathengiseki yini. Lona-ke upart 7.
Of course, I already know that some of you are going to be in the comment section asking, Ntando, why are you doing part 7? Where is part 1 to 6? Okay, maybe I'll go and put it together for you and we will react to that as well. And also, I know that there are people that will say, Ntando, you know, we don't understand this is Zulu, so we don't even know what this lady is talking about, okay? But basically, you guys, this lady was married, you know, things of the fairy tale, married to her lover, her love, and she thought she was going to have this fairy tale, love story. They get married young and they bought their home. And she said that one of the biggest mistakes that she made in her marriage is that she was one of those independent women that made money, and she was very responsible financially by herself. And so when she got into her marriage, when she saw that her husband was not really that responsible when it came to money, she just took over a lot of the bills, especially when it came to paying the big bills, like paying for the house, paying for the cars, and all of that. And he ended up having no responsibility or responsibilities when it came to their financial bills. Okay, just anything like the bond, the cars, and everything. So everything was on her. At the beginning of their relationship, he was working. He was a teacher. but he ended up quitting his job. And the reason for that is because he had apparently made a girl pregnant. Okay, so he dated a school girl, made that girl pregnant, and because he was staying, like renting a cottage where he was working, and the family of the girl that he had made pregnant was on his ass about the fact that he had made this girl pregnant, and they wanted him to hlawula, and it was no longer all fun now that the baby was there. He quit his job, went back home to his wife, and then his wife found out that the reason he had quit his job was because of that. Okay, now after he quit his job, of course he collected his money. Okay, the payout. She said she never even saw the money. The only thing he did was take that money, buy the car cash, and that was it. He never paid no bill. Okay, then waba umahlalela. Okay, at the same time, this person is physically and verbally abusive to her. This is why she ended up taking the protection order against him, even though they were living in the same house. I am still, you guys, the strong believer of, if the relationship is volatile like that, you still need to walk out. But what I'm learning from this story, you guys, is that if you do decide to walk out, it is not a thing of, if you walk out, you are safe. You still need to be aware of the fact that in walking out, the situation does become more dangerous most of the time. So you have to be aware of the fact that when you walk out of somebody that is abusive, they become more aggressive. So you need to have a plan and be protected. And sometimes, you guys, there's no protecting you, because you still need to go to work, you still need to go and shop, and they know where you go and when you go. So but you just need to know that yes, walking out is good, but it does not mean that you are safe. And I think that our authorities sometimes are not protecting women in that way, that there should be somewhere where you can go and say, listen, I'm in this relationship, I'm about to walk out, and be able to be provided with protection, because a piece of paper cannot protect you from your partner or ex-partner when they are about to kill you. The fact that you have a protection, because it doesn't stop a person from coming at you with a knife. It doesn't stop a person from coming at you with a gun and shoot you, at the end of the day, So yes, you guys, there are lessons on the story. Maybe I will post the other parts of the story, you guys, because I do feel like there are so many things to learn from this story. Listen, you guys, but if you are young, okay, I know it's fun and all of that, Jola, but listen, if you do have an option to travel, you go on a vacation with your friends, okay? If you maybe buy yourself a house, buy yourself a car, buy another one. I'm just saying that if there are other things to do besides umjolo, okay? Because that thing has become too dangerous for us to be doing it, okay? We did it for you. It was less dangerous back then, okay? For some reason, I hadn't been allowed any access to the knives and the guns back then, okay? So what I'm saying is that if you can do other things, honey, just do the other things, because this thing called umjolo has become too dangerous, okay? I won't even complain if my kids decide they are never joling, honey, okay? Anyway, you guys, I will post the other parts when I have the time. But thank you so much for watching. Nginethanda kakhulu.